Geminis, welcome to the channel. This is your reading for January 2026. I hope you had a good New Year's. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising in Gemini, so make sure to check your other signs. This is a general reading, so things might not always resonate with you, and that's okay. You can always check your other signs for that and have a more complete overlook on your situation, okay? If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. I would love to hear how does my reading resonates towards you. I'm gonna be taking a look at your cards today, and I'm also gonna mention some astrological shifts that are going on and trying to make a connection between your reading and the astrological shifts. Okay, so let's see what your month card is here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for January 2026. Okay, we have the letter number 27, so maybe this number is important for you. Okay, the letter cards gives me the idea that you're going to be receiving news very soon. Okay, this news might be about a contract, might be about a document. Okay, the letter brings that feeling of an actual letter, of something, you know, like in paper. Maybe it's not necessarily an email, but it might be for you. Okay, everyone is different. This is for a very large group of people, so you're gonna be receiving news that are very important for you this month of January. Okay, I'm gonna be taking some extra cards here for you, and then we're gonna dig a little deeper and see what's going on for you this month of January. Okay, let's see what else is coming for Geminis. Okay. So here you go, Geminis. For you, we have the Three of Cups, the Two of Wands in reverse, the King of Cups, and the Six of Cups in reverse, okay? So Geminis, I can definitely see you getting a little bit more social here this month with this Three of Cups, okay? For some of you, you might be in a polyamorous relationship. I'm gonna have to look deeper into that, but some of you that are in relationships, you might be entering a polyamorous relationship, you might be opening your relationship, or if you're not, then you might be interested in someone else or discover that your partner is interested in someone else. But mostly I feel like you're gonna be making new friends. Okay, the Three of Cups also talks about making new friends, making new connections. Okay, so I definitely see you being more of a social butterfly this month. Okay, with the Two of Wands in reverse, I feel like you're tired of sitting there and waiting, sitting there and just, you know, looking at the horizon and waiting for an opportunity to get here for you. I feel like you're way more active this month. Okay, way more less on a reflective mood and more in an active mood. Here are the King of Cups. I see that you're more in touch with your emotions. If you are in a relationship, I can see that you're very happy with your relationship, or you feel very emotionally satisfied and emotionally mature inside your relationship. If you're single, maybe you find yourself in this situation that you feel very well and very comfortable with your emotions, so you might be opening yourself for a new relationship soon. Okay, and here are the Six of Cups. I can see that in an interesting way, although you are open to new contacts, to friends, to new opportunities, you know, new people in your life, I can also see that you are closing yourself down for some people. Okay, I feel like you're way more, how can I say, you're more with the new and getting out with the old. Okay, maybe you feel like your old group of friends are not in the same level as you are. Maybe you're not looking eye to eye. Okay, maybe you're just walking away from people who you feel like eat a lot of your emotional energy. Okay, or situations that eat a lot of your emotional energy. Maybe you got to a point that something that you used to quite enjoy, you don't enjoy anymore because it just takes so much of your emotional being. Okay, but let's get some clarifiers here and give it a look. We also have a lot of things going on astrologically this month. Okay, I have some notes here about, some things that are coming from you this month, but I definitely remember seeing things that are connected to you socializing more, you getting more, doing some more networking, so maybe something related to a project or some work that you do. I'm sorry about the noise. Definitely you're gonna be networking some more and having more visionary ideas, but they need some grounding. So let's see what's coming from you here with this Three of Cups. Okay. So here for the Three of Cups, we got the World, we got the Eight of Cups, and we got the Four of Cups. So Gemini, I do feel like you're closing a cycle. Okay, you're closing a cycle that might be a big cycle of reflection. Maybe you kept looking at a certain situation for a long time. Maybe you're upset over a certain situation for a very long time. You're hurt about something, and I feel like now you're really ready to close the situation here with the World and the Eight of Cups. Those are two very good closure cards. So you, with the World, I can see that you're ready for a new beginning, and with the Eight of Cups, I can see you're really ready to close the cycle that especially hurt you a lot. Okay, maybe there's something in your social life that really hurt you, so now you're ready to close that off and make some new friends here with the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. I can see that you're still reasonably close, okay, emotionally when it comes to new friends. Maybe whatever happened here with this World and this Eight of Cups, whatever caused this, maybe gave you a little bit of some trust issues, or a harder time letting friends get close to your heart. And that's okay, that's normal, that happens. It's always good to be careful when you meet new people, because we never know who they are. But I'll definitely say here with the World card, for you to take a lot of care and listen to your intuition, and also to listen to people that you trust. If you have any, listen to the people that you trust, the people that you have any sort of I'm not gonna say relationship with, but but I do feel like here with the World, you might have a few people that you take into consideration, okay? Because the World also talks, at least for me, also talks about your intuition and hearing advice from people that you know, maybe some older people, maybe your parents, or someone from your family, someone from your friend group, whoever it is. There's some good people there for you to ask advice if you need to. Okay, let's see here with this Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, I just actually need one more card. Okay, so here we are, Gemini. Two of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Four of Swords, the Death card in reverse, and the Hanged Man. So Gemini, I can see that there's something in your life. Maybe it's the same thing that caused this closure, this walking away, this whatever it is that caused you to have some trust issues, or to be more careful about who you let in. I see that you were in the situation in a very very thoughtful, very not necessarily thoughtful, but you're trying to be thoughtful. You're trying to be thoughtful about your actions. You're trying to, really think deeply about how you act and how you feel and how these people made you feel, how the situation made you feel. Okay, maybe you lost a job, maybe you lost some friends, maybe you lost some family members. Whatever the reason is, I do feel like you kept quiet for a long time. You kept in this waiting, okay, waiting to see what's gonna happen. And I do feel like here with the Four of Swords and the Death in reverse, I can see you're not ready to let that go yet. Okay, you're just taking a break. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me, hey, I want some action. I'm gonna be more active in my life. I'm gonna be more active in my community. I'm gonna be more active and here make some more friends, right? With the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands in reverse. So I can see that you're gonna be more active, but you're still resting when it comes to the situation. Okay, you're still resting. You're still not ready to let it go. To let to you're not ready to take actions without thinking about the situation. Okay, I don't see you necessarily doing something towards these people or trying to bring back the situation or create a fight. I don't see you doing that, but I feel like your actions, they're not unbiased by the situation yet. I think you're still taking a deep look into the situation. You're still thinking about how your actions are going to affect maybe the situation or these people or whatever it is for you. Okay, I definitely see you a little just taking a little break. Okay, you're focusing on some other stuff. You're focusing on making new friends, new connections, new networking, but especially friends here or relationships, they're more not necessarily super professional, but that has some friendship, some something, some fun project, whatever it is for you here, but you're not ready to let that go yet. Here with the Hanged Man, I can see there's you in this, that you put yourself into this thoughtful position again, but in a different perspective. Okay, I don't think you're thinking about the situation from the perspective that you're still hurt. I think you're already getting over that, especially because you're making new friends, you're starting new projects. But I think you're trying to see what everything was for, or why did things happen in this way, or what do they mean, if they have any like how can I say, cosmic meaning. And I do think they have here with this, this world card. The world card talks about this cosmic meaning towards things, and I do think the situation was important and had a lesson for you to learn. I see that you're contemplating whatever lesson it is, but eventually I think you're gonna get out of it and really let that go. Okay, let's look here at the King of Cups for Gemini, January 2026. Okay, here we go, Gemini. So we got the King of Cups, explained by the Princess of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, I don't see much new love for you here with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, I don't see that coming up that much. Just overall, here with the Princess of Pentacles in reverse, I do feel like you are in a situation emotionally that you are very comfortable with it, and I think that hasn't shown up in your financial life yet, but I do think there is a correlation. Okay, especially because Gemini's, your air sign, you I don't think you're someone that you just have a job that you hate and you're able to do that for the rest of your life. Okay, I think you really are in this good emotional position here, waiting for that to show itself in your financial life here, okay? Maybe you are not ready to let go of some money, you know. Um, it's complicated here because you got the Princess of Pentacles in reverse, and then you got the Devil. You might be, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So you might be going out with someone from a water sign, or earth sign, or a Capricorn might be of importance here in your life, in your love life. And with the Devil card is not a bad card. The Devil card tells about some reflection that you took, okay, and some transformation that you're about to go through, okay. I do feel like you'll be getting better at making money. You'll be getting better at getting the things that you want. I don't think you're gonna be doing that by a perspective of being evil or manipulating people. Maybe you want to do that. You know, I don't know. It's gonna depend for everyone. But I don't think it's about that necessarily. I just think you're gonna be able to be getting the things that you want. Okay. Especially money, especially emotionally. Maybe you're someone that you into going out with a lot of people. If that's your thing, maybe you're gonna be able to how can I say, get in contact with a bunch of people. You know, if you're single, if you're interested in going out, I can definitely see you having some fun with people. I don't see anything romantic right away. Okay, from some of you guys, you're really not into the romance right now. You just want to have some fun, and that's okay. But definitely, I think you're waiting for that emotional ground that you have, that emotional well-being that you have to show up in your finances. They're not there yet. Okay, maybe you're doing a project that you really enjoy, or you know, something that you really like to do, and you're just waiting for that love, for that fun that you're having with this project to be translated into money. Okay, let's take a look at the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, you actually got 4 cards. Okay, so here we got the Six of Cups in reverse, we got the Ace of Swords, we got the Seven of Wands in reverse, we got the Princess of Wands in reverse, and then we got the Strength in reverse. Okay, Gemini, I can see that you're having here new ideas. Okay, maybe this is what the astrology talked about. Maybe by the astrology, I'll check right now to tell you what exactly it's gonna create your. Yeah, here we go. Neptune is gonna have a shift here on January 26th. Neptune is gonna enter Aries, and for you, that's gonna mean that you're gonna have more visionary ideas. They're gonna need grounding. So definitely, I can see you here. You know, around the end of the month, you're gonna be having some visionary ideas. Okay, and I think you're gonna be kind of like I think you're gonna be a little bit turned off by the fact that some people might not see these great ideas that you're having as something they're good, or they're profitable, or whatever it is. But I think you're very excited about them. You even um closing yourself off when it comes to other people. They're not as excited about your ideas as you are. You might be closing yourself off from these people. Okay, you are and you're taking that really serious. Okay, here with the Princess of Wands in reverse, you're not taking that just from the perspective of, wow, this is fun, I want to do it, I want to have fun. No, I think you're taking that really serious. You know, I think you're just you might be feeling a little bit insecure in the sense that you're not sure if you know how to do this, whatever it is that you want to do. Here with the Ace of Swords, I think you're having a great idea, but I'm not sure if you know how to actually make that come true. Okay, here also with the Strength card in reverse, I think you might be feeling a little bit insecure. You might be feeling that you can't do that alone. Okay, and but I don't think you feel very defensive about this idea. You know, maybe you're gonna find someone that's gonna be able to help you with that. You know, you're making so many friends here in the beginning of the month. Maybe one of them is going to be able to help you with whatever it is that you want to pursue in here. The only thing I have to tell you is don't be insecure. You know, the Princess of Wands for me is someone that, especially here in reverse, is someone that thinks they don't know how to do something, but they actually do, or they can learn how to do it. I just think, especially with the Princess of Wands in reverse here, you just feel very insecure about your capacity of doing that. But don't worry, I don't think it's gonna be as hard as you think it is gonna be here with the Seven of Wands. Okay, I want to finish your reading by getting some advice. Okay, let's get some advice here from the universe for Geminis. I'm actually gonna use this deck for your advice. Let's see here, some advice from the universe for Geminis. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, for whatever reason that came to my mind, for Gemini's January 2026. Some advice from the universe. This actually is the Cosmic Tarot, so I think it's very fitting to ask for advice with it, especially from the universe. Okay. Okay, here we go. Gemini. So you actually got 4 cards for your advice. Normally I just did 3. You got the 8 of Wands, the 4 of Swords in reverse. We saw the 4 of Swords upright in your reading. The Queen of Wands, and then we got the Judgment. Okay, so here what the universe is telling me is that things are going to happen really fast. Okay, so maybe now is not the time for you to sit and think about things from the past. Okay, I don't know if you remember in your reading, we talked about the 4 of Wands upright. We talked about how you might be sitting down and thinking about the things that happened, taking a little break, but still thinking about the things that happened in the past. Not of the perspective that you're hurt, but the perspective of trying to understand why did it happen, or if there was a lesson. I think the universe is trying to tell you is like, hey, I think it's time for you to let it go. I think it's time for you to close that chapter, to forgive whoever you want to forgive, to talk to whoever you want to talk. If you don't want to talk, or if you don't want to forgive, that's a problem for another day. Okay, but definitely it's telling me that things are going to move fast. And here the Queen of Wands is telling me that yes, you know how to do things, you know how to do whatever project that you want to do. Okay, you're very creative, you have the capability to do that, you have the capability of being serious when you need to be, and being fun and creative when you have to. Okay, so don't need to be feeling so insecure just because you're doing something new. Okay, I think everything's gonna turn out great. You don't have to worry about that. Here with the Judgment in reverse, I think it is telling you to be a little patient. Okay, I think divine judgment does happen, maybe not the way that we want them to happen. Maybe karma doesn't work exactly how we wish it would happen, but it does happen. Okay, and whoever did wrong things to you and they were actually wrong, they will receive some sort of divine justice. You will receive some sort of divine justice, sorry. But yeah, don't be quick to judge, be patient with people, especially because you're going to be making a lot of new friends. So just be patient with people, maybe we think that we really know them, but we might not. But yeah, I think that's your reading, Gemini. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoy your reading. If this resonates with you, if something resonates with you, please leave a comment. I would love to hear what you have to say. And I hope I can see you again in next readings, okay? I hope you have a great January 2026. Thank you so much for reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, okay? See you next time.